Hey everybody, this is day 1 post-op. I had surgery today about 3:30. I got an early call that they had an early opening, so I went in today at 3:30. The time is now about 2 a.m. I just woke up, used the bathroom. I'm checking on my drainage and incision sites. This is like my 3rd change. So what I'm using now is posy pads. I have my gloves on, and already I can tell the difference. Look, I can't pinch anything. Before I was able to pinch like handfuls of fat. So I have 2 incision sites, one here. The cashew went in from the old ones. One here, and also, sorry guys, a lot of medication. One here, and then my scar is from here all the way down. So of course I have a lot of swelling, but even with the swelling, I look really good right now. So I'm very happy with my results. I can tell the difference. Like when I stand up, I don't have like such a sunk in belly button anymore. So he did include lipo again to loosen up the skin, to try to pull down as much as they can. He did tell me like I have a lot of core muscles, so it was kind of hard to get everything pulled down. So he did the best he could, and he pulled down this lower area right here. Now it's going to be flat, so it's going to get rid of all the excess. So look right here, like I have nothing to grab, and I do have swelling. But he did tell me this time I may have a lot more scar tissue, since this is my 2nd time going in and having like the liposuction done to the area. So here's where I'm at. I'm not draining right now. I'm not draining a whole lot. So what I'm trying to do is just kind of help the flow. I want to get all that excess fluid out, which nothing is coming out, really. So right here, I can tell it's pretty hard. I'm going to have to do a lot of work to make sure that this doesn't develop into scar tissue. But here is my day 1 and what I'm looking like. So what I'm going to do now is put some replacement pads on the sides, and then cover myself up and lay back down. I am laying downstairs right now on the couch, and for the posy pads, I'm just kind of getting the thickest ones, and I'm actually just gonna lay one right there. That one fell. Good God. It did fall face up, so I'm gonna put one right here. I probably shouldn't have cut the wings off. Let's try a different one. Especially if you're doing this yourself. It's really difficult. Got my tripod. Let me set this up, guys, and then I'm gonna go get some tape, and I'll be right back. So I'm back in. What I'm doing right now is just preparing my tape. So I'm preparing the paper tapes tape on me. I'll flip back around in just a second, guys. I want to let my husband sleep. He's been doing such a good job of taking care of me again. So awesome. That's my daughter. One of my daughters came over. To help out. So I have a good support system with my daughter and with my husband and my 3 girls. So I'm gonna take the first one. I'm just gonna take a posy pad, lay it back down there, and I'm just gonna run a piece of tape across it. Like that. Okay, so this one is going to go over this incision site right here. I do not want it. Watch me flip it upside down. I do not want that tape across this. So I'm just going to get another half. Sorry, I keep yelling, guys. I'm so tired. I'm so medicated. Lay this one down and run a piece of tape. I'm going to reinforce it more too. So and I'm going to put this one on this side here. Then I'm going to run a long one. And this side was bleeding more. This is more dried up blood. I'm going to put it on this side. And I'm just going to fold the wings up. I should have bought my tripod for this. No, I didn't. Should let me lay it down. Put tape across it. I want to say, I think he also Bible section down here, because it is sore. It's so sore down here. Lower area, which I'm not complaining. It's like, get rid of that poop. So, oh my God, this is going to be super flat. And I'm just going to take this one right here. And kind of the interesting part I was a little shocked about is he told me to go home, wear my faja today, but at 8 p.m. take it off and do not put it back on. So I'm going to put another piece of tape right here to reinforce. So the tape is not super tight. It's not super tacky, but it's enough to keep it in place. And then I'm going to fold this pad up and lay it across my whole abdominal area. And so now I actually need another pad to run across here. Here's my bag. I've been putting everything. And then also I have to walk. So it told me make sure every hour I get up and I am walking for 5 minutes every hour. So I'm going to do that after. As far as eating after surgery, I was hungry. So we went to Wendy's and I got a salad. And then I ate a bowl of soup, which I know was kind of high in sodium, but I needed something quick. Because again, I wasn't super duper prepared for this procedure because I was scheduled for the 25th. And I got the call today about coming in for an earlier appointment date. So now I'm just taping, guys, the other posy pad. Sorry, it's a little too much for you guys. So let me just put this over here. I know damn well better than taking that off and then laying it across here, but there is a barrier. The counter is clean. We sterilize the heck out of everything now with the COVID going on. But this one is gonna go over here. I'm just gonna tape here and here. So the medication they sent me home with is Percocet, which is for pain. And what Percocet is oxycodone and Tylenol mixed together. So of course I'm not going to take any Tylenol at this time. I'm taking a Percocet. My goal, as last time, is to be off the Percocet by tomorrow. If I don't need it, I'm not going to take it. I don't like taking medication. So I am going to put my underwear on top just to give a little support. But again, I am laying down. So this should be good enough support. I think, again, all this soaked up within like, I don't know, a couple of hours. I think more than like 2 or 3 hours. So I'm just gonna get rid of all that. Sorry if this video isn't the best. My husband wanted me to wake him up so he could do everything, but I'm fine. I got this. It's like, I'm a nurse. I got this. So I'll do everything in there. And then as far as for my pad, this is just kind of extra protection. This is not touching my skin anywhere. So what I've done is wrap this here. And then on the couch, I have 2 of these laying down. So just in case I start leaking or anything like that, it'll catch it. So now I'm just going to walk around my house for about 5 minutes. I already went up the stairs. Honestly, the pain is not bad. I do know I still have a lot of localized numbing medication that was put in all over in this area. So that's probably what's really helping me a lot. But again, let me show y'all how it looks. You don't have to get anything fancy when it comes to the posy pads. Get whatever. I just recommend get something that's thick, cheap. You're gonna go through quite a bit, so get the cheap ones. Go to a dollar store. Get something that costs $1, $1.50. Have that paper tape some scissors. That's what you're gonna need. And make sure to get your food and everything. So it's good. So in the morning, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna make me, I'm gonna start juicing. Because I plan to juice a lot after surgery. So I'm gonna make me a kale, spinach, celery, cucumber, blackberry, a little bit of ginger in there. It's juice. So that's gonna be my breakfast. And I do have some plant-based food that I have purchased already. So I'm going to do that and another juice for lunch. And then for supper, probably the same thing. And I'm going to stay on that regimen for a couple of days. So I really want to make sure to minimize the swelling as much as I can, especially since I'm not going to be in any kind of wrap or faja. I did come home with the abdominal wrap, the same one they gave me after liposuction. She put it on there pretty snug, but not too snug. But then again, they told me to take it off at 8 o'clock. Do not put it on in the morning. I can shower. And what they want me to do with my incision site down here is to dry it with a blow dryer on a cold setting, or either a fresh towel and pad. But just to be on the safe side, what I'm going to do is sterilize my hair dryer. Make sure there's not any dust hair in it or anything. Wipe it down, some alcohol pads, blow it out with hot heat. And then on the back of the vent, I'm actually going to be using this for my daughters. I'm going to be using this hair dryer. I'm going to clean the front of it. I'm going to flip it around to the back. And I'm going to use a lot of high pressure to blow through. Make sure there's no dust on it, anything. Sterilize it down. And then I'm going to blow dry my incisions very well. So, of course, as always, the main thing I'm going to keep an eye on is for any signs of infection. A little bit of redness, of course, is normal. Bruising is normal. I'm going to be looking for blisters, any severe pain. If there's any areas, I believe he told me I have steri strips underneath that piece of tape. So when I start washing, also too, I'm going to bathe with just plain soap and water. No perfume soaps, probably just plain ivory soap. And I'm just going to kind of not even wash the area. I'm going to wash around it. And I'm just going to get a clean, fresh, brand new washcloth, guys. Just lather it up and then just wring it over like that. And then the same thing with the water, no high pressure. Just let it hit over the area and then get out and make sure you blow dry it. Don't start putting any oils, no ointments, no creams, no Vaseline, no nothing. So I do know with the incision, the air, you do need to let it heal. So it does need to have some air. And I believe when I go in for my 1 week, that is going to be when they're going to assess everything, and probably when I go into my faja. If it is the same black faja that they're going to be giving me, I'm either going to have to alter it by cutting holes in the back for the butt part because I don't want to compress that area at all, and I don't want to compress my hips. I want to keep the butt and hip, so I don't want putting a lot of high compression on my butt. So I will either alter that or get into my abdominal board. I have that 361, and I'll show you all that in a video probably tomorrow, and then put on my faja that I have. And of course I'm going to wear that faja faithfully, and the moment he tells me I can start exercising, everything like that, I'm going to start. So I'm actually glad I've been exercising, and because underneath here I can feel a six-pack. So I guess my muscles were that tight that they weren't really able to stretch it, but it's good. I still plan to do a lot of abdominal massaging, wood sculpting, radio frequency, soon as I get to a safe place, because just since I've already had some trauma to the area with the liposuction prong, and I got everything down, like the scar tissue I had was almost completely broken down. I had it like right here in this area. I'm going to make sure to focus on that a lot because I don't want that scar tissue to develop again. But that is the update I have for now. I'm going to walk a little bit and then I'm going to go ahead and go lay down. And I will keep you guys updated. This is my day 1 of my post-op.